Hi guys, welcome to Barbie and Ken's world. I will do a little slight disclaimer before I get started with this video. I have some of my my curtains closed because it is extremely hot outside. So therefore, when I have my curtains open so wide, then the heat comes into the bedroom and I am so hot. Oh, I'm so hot. Oh my goodness. So, I'm hot right now as I'm filming this. So, bear with me. To be honest, I am convinced that I'm starting premenopause. And I'm only 39. I will be 40 on the 15th of August. And here I am thinking that I am suffering from premenopause. I was telling my husband this the other day. I said, oh my God, because literally I'm starting to have night sweats now. Like, we was in the bed and the whole bed was drenched. My husband was like, damn, babe. So literally, I think I'm starting to hit premenopause because I don't know if I'm flashing or what. I have my ceiling fan on. I have the air on. So, and I'm hot. So, yeah. That's the one thing about being a woman that I do not like. Every woman has faced this. All my women subscribers and all my new women viewers, y'all can relate to me. We cannot skip it in our lives or at all. We all gonna suffer from menopause. Anyway, we're not here talking about menopause. I would like to get into an unboxing. And I was inspired to get this particular doll from Max from Plastic Hearts. If you're not familiar with his channel, I will link his channel in the description bar below. His channel is awesome. I love his channel. I have not watched his channel as often as I used to or commented, but I will leave his channel in the description bar below. Definitely check him out and subscribe to his channel if you're not already. But yeah, he has this particular doll when he was doing his doll collection tour. I think it was a doll collection tour, or he was showing his room tour full of all of his dolls and his gals and stuff. He's a huge Monster High person. Monster High is his first love. And then it's Bratz, and then it's Monster High, Bratz, and then I believe it's regular dolls, or Rainbow High than regular dolls. So yeah. But anyway, now this is an old box, so some of the stuff that's in it's kind of, yeah. But it's the Got Milk Barbie. Okay, sorry. I was hoping that would be a thumbnail. If not, hey. But what year is this? Yeah, this is a 1995 Got Milk Barbie, and it comes with the straw. Now, how many of my 80s babies and my 90s babies remember these straws? These used to be our main straw. Do y'all remember that? And then of course it has the little milk tray, and on the bottom here, well, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the milk carton thing fell. But it says special straw for sipping in style. I'm definitely going to be using this straw. I'm going to wash it, of course, and I'm going to use it for my next drink. Oh, and here's the back of the box. It's the instructions on how to make homemade chocolate chip cookies, I believe. These are the original Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies. So this is the ingredients in the recipe of how to make that for those of you who don't know how to bake. Then also, if you want to learn how to make the oatmeal scotchies, I don't care for oatmeal cookies, but I do like the chocolate chip. But it has here, if you don't do chocolate chip and you prefer oatmeal, I have the recipe and ingredients here as well. If you want to pause me and read it, you can. This is the this is the oatmeal one. I hope you guys can see it. And then this one is the chocolate chip one. So yeah, I hope you guys were able to see that. If not, if you can't see it or and all that, just let me know in the comments, and I will just kind of write down either write down the recipe and put it in the description, or I'll just take a screenshot and put it on my Instagram, which, by the way, I will link that in the description, so definitely give me a follow. But it says, here are Barbie doll's favorite cookie recipes just for you. Ask an adult for help. So for those of you, like I said, who do not know how to bake, ask somebody that does for help. If you are 13 and under, definitely get a parent. So yeah. And let's go ahead and open this. This is a special edition. So I'm going to try not to rip this part. I'm gonna save this back part, so because I might end up making the oatmeal ones for my husband, because he likes all kind of cookies. Okay. And also, guys, my allergies is bothering me, so also bear with. Okay, so it also came with this. Now, this is supposed to be the milk carton. And then this is supposed to be the cup. But it has like a little, so here we go, hold on, there we go. So it came with that. And then it came with boots, a brush, and I believe these are I guess either hand warmers or foot warmers maybe, but yeah, right there. And then here's a better view of the Barbie. Here's a star. What I like about this, it has like the little bee on there set for Barbie, and then here's like a little tray that that this can go on, and that. Yeah, so we like her. So let's go ahead and get her all the way out the box. Also, it came with a few printable thingies right here. So for those of you guys who like to journal or anything like that, you can always put it in your journal. So yeah. I also noticed I'm starting to like the vintage dolls better than the current dolls now, because it's a little bit easier to unbox, because all you gotta do is untie these. Now, the only one I really don't like is this part, because it's like right here, but that's the only thing. But other than that, it's easier for people like me to unbox. Because I tend to always hurt myself when I'm trying to unbox current dolls that are nowadays, like that are in the very, 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 very late 2000s, like 2018, 2019, and all that. So if you guys have this doll, let me know in the comments and tell me, you know, what you think of her, how you feel about her. So yeah. Okay, I'm almost done. So how is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good day today. I'm off work today, thank goodness. I got a part-time job as a receptionist at a doggy daycare place that's for daycare, boarding, and all of that. However, it is kicking my behind because it don't feel like I'm an actual straight receptionist, because it's physically draining, physically exhausted. I gotta go up these stairs. Oh my God, these stairs are terrible. Where I had to bring dogs upstairs, bring them downstairs. And not only that, we take in dogs of all breeds. And these dogs are bigger than me. They are very aggressive, and oh my God, it's a lot. So, so I'm doing that part-time. I'm trying to save up money for my husband and I's move. We're planning on moving out of state. I know I probably mentioned this in a previous video where initially we were supposed to move out of state, but it didn't happen. But this time I'm hoping it is going to happen. So we're moving out of state, and I'm trying to make enough money to help sustain us until we get our first checks in our new jobs that we are planning on getting in another state. So, all right. And I'm definitely, wow, I need to wash her hair. Okay. Her arm was a little stiff at first, but here she is out of the box. And the reason I need to wash her hair is because of that. It's like when you keep these Barbies in boxes for so long, like it's, I don't see, not judging the in-box collectors, no judgment. But after a while, yes, of course, it is worth money for the longer that a doll is in a box and never been out of the box. Yes, it is more so, it's more worth something than it is out of the box. Totally get it, right? But keeping them in a box sometimes can do more damage than good, because you'll have where they can discolor because of their outfit. It could discolor them, especially if they're being held in a warm infested area, you know, stuff like this. You know, it could be stuck in their hair, and you have no choice but to wash it. And even with washing, sometimes it'll be hard to get that stuff out, where you had no choice maybe to cut it or to restyle or do something. So sometimes having a doll inside of a box for so long can, in my opinion, do more damage than good. However, sometimes getting a doll out of a box instead of in a box, you also have to deal with making sure that the doll is in good condition, making sure that the doll is not dirty, not, you know, because it's coming from another home. So we don't know what the doll has been through or looks like in real time. Whereas if it's in a box, you know for sure it's never been open. So it's kind of like you're the first owner to unbox it, sort of way. So I don't know if I made any sense with that, but if y'all get me, thank y'all. You know what I mean? So yes. But she is a little stiff because she had her arm like this, but I had to do this, and at first I couldn't do that, so she was a little stiff. So like now. Personally, in my opinion, I like her. I do. I mean, she can definitely do this and this. I do like her, but to be honest, I prefer the vintage dolls where the hands are straight down and not like this, because sometimes it's hard to do Barbie photography with them because of how their arms lay. But that's my only critique. In terms of them, it does have bendable knees like this, but it doesn't bend all the way. It just kind of is like sort of like a little curve. But I could still do Barbie photography with that. And that's another thing. I know I mentioned in previous videos that I was thinking about rebodying some of my vintage dolls. But come to think of it, to be honest, I think it ruins not the look. I mean, yes, it could ruin the look, but it could ruin the quality of the doll. You know, the quality, the fact that it's vintage and it's old school, you know. It you know, and it would ruin the rarity of it, if I'm making sense. I had to learn that from one of my favorite YouTubers that I did mention in one of my videos in my top 10 favorite YouTube creator, doll content creators. I think he changed his name. It was something Dragon, and I know it's terrible because I'm still learning his actual YouTube name. But I will link his channel in the description right below. I'll give him another shout out though. I'm definitely gonna link it. But yeah, after talking to him, you know, because he made me realize the quality of your doll. You know, sometimes doing the rerouting and the rebodying and giving them a makeover and all that stuff. Yeah, that's all well and good, but that's more so like in the common current days. Whereas back in the day, it's kind of like you have your doll from, you know, the original look. You know, you got that originality, you have the rarity, you have the quality version of it. And sometimes I think changing so much with them can ruin the quality of the actual doll, especially if you're going to rebody them or whatever, you know. And yeah, so I decided with a lot of my vintage dolls, I was not going to rebody them anymore, because he actually made me see the true quality in a doll. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Now, like I said, even though I prefer the arms more straight, I just, you know, instead of like that, but you know, I have it like this, so I can figure it out. I can figure out how to do Barbie photography in all walks of life, of how your arms are, how your body is. And that's something I had to learn being a Barbie photographer. If you guys look at my Instagram, which I will leave in the description bar below, you will see all the photos of the dolls of the pictures I've taken. So yeah. But anyway, let's get to the straw and the other accessories. Wow, my drink is dripping a little bit. I should have put a napkin on the bottom, but anyway. So okay, so now we have this straw, which definitely is awesome. Okay, I was trying to see if this can come off. I think it can. Yeah. So this part comes off. I can use this and put this on something else and not the straw, but I love straw. I'm gonna wash it, and honey, yes. I know what some people say, it was in a box, so it's not dirty. No, it's dirty. It's dusty and everything. So this will be washed, and this will be my straw that I will use. But yeah, this is awesome. I love it. And then we got the tray. I like this one. I like this tray. Has like the little plate of the cookies, and they're heart shaped. You know what? I should give this to Venus. She's my Valentine's romance doll. This will go good. Yes. And also, back to her. This is a full-flown outfit. Sorry, I meant to show you guys that. I'm sorry, it's a one piece, and she, I believe, is the Malaysia face mold. I could be wrong, because I noticed a lot of dolls says Malaysia on it. But yeah. The head is a 1987, and of course the body is a 1966. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is not one piece. It is a one piece, but it's not. Like, this part can come off, and this shirt is separate. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, okay. So this shirt is, I could take this shirt off, and I can put this on another doll. I might give this to Venus. And then, but yeah. So that's that. So let me go ahead and put this back on. Okay, and then there she is again. But this is cute. Very cute. And to be honest, I love the vintage style hairstyles. It's so soft, even with it coming out of a box. The hair is nice and soft. So I am going to have to still wash it though because of the rubber band all stuck in her hair. So like I said, that's one of the things I don't like about some of the Barbies that are stuck in boxes for so long, because you have to deal with that. But, oh wow, I don't like this one, because now I'm finding out that this shirt has a little hole, so I can't really use it for another doll. Has a hole right there. But yeah, you can tell she's old. She got some age to her. So there she is. And there you have it, guys. I hope you guys liked my unboxing. I definitely will try and do some photo shoots with her. I can get her if I get her together and everything. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget, I will leave my Instagram in the description bar below, so definitely give me a follow. And I will leave Max's channel in the description bar below as well as the other channel that I mentioned. I was going to leave his channel in the description bar below, so definitely hit them both up. Subscribe to their channels if you're not already. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.